Happy spring, everyone, and welcome to Trinity on the Green. I'm looking forward to be together on Sunday. Um, Unfortunately, this spring, how beautiful it may be and how wonderful the flowers and all the blooming cherry blossoms are, it also comes with a flourishing of violence in our country, and that is so hard to stomach. It is not enough anymore to just say that we have to stand up against guns and oppression of African Americans. We have done this already so many times. Um, I um, I think it is so important that we take this to a deeper level and to really start showing to each other and to people that our liberties are at stake here, our liberty of being a free citizen. James Madison once wrote, "Liberty may be endangered by the abuses of liberty as well as by the abuses of power." And this is where we are. The current onslaught on liberty in our nation through the systematic aggression and abuse of power towards African Americans, and then the abuse of liberty through the unbridled gun violence shows how deep our liberty crisis is. So, are we really free by engaging in all these abuses? Because these are distortions of the way we consider liberty. It's one thing to think that we are free just because we can do whatever we want. It's another thing to have the freedom at all times to choose the good, and those are definitely not the same. And but that kind of distinction is extremely important to work towards a more equal use of liberty. Our democracy indeed needs a firmer protection over liberty. If not, we will continue to slide toward a popularity of authoritarian approaches. Um, Liberty indeed must be ample, but it also must be equal. Um, it was the US Supreme Court Thurgood Marshall who argued at some point in favor of this equal liberty. And he made the point to say that if one of the most important expressions of liberty is freedom of speech, then access to education is required. Apparently, he was outvoted on that position, and it remains a minority position, apparently. That's where at some point, and I don't want to list here all kind of philosophers and all, but I came across this remark by Martha Nussbaum, an American expert in ethics and law, and she says, well, it's maybe good to go even further than Justice Marshall. Inherent in all the liberty, she says, is access to an early education that truly develops human talents and capacities. Or, in short, if we want to do something about this violence, the gun violence, the abuse of power, we have to start at the root, there where people can have the strength to conceive what it means to live in community. And it starts with a very good education from a very early age on. I'm not an expert in all of this, but I really want to start advocating for this, that violence is something we can turn around, and we should not give up on this belief that we just have to accept how society is evolving. No, we have a wonderful country, we have wonderful values, and we should defend them. We should defend also the beauty of our way of life, and I think it is possible. Join us on Sunday to pray for this. Join us also during this upcoming week. St. Luke's and Trinity will work together this upcoming week while the trial is going on of George Floyd in Minnesota. We are inviting everyone to pray for justice and racial healing at 6:30 in the evening, Monday through Friday, with a compline prayer. So come and join us for prayer for justice and healing. Thanks so much.